Okay, have a good one. Okay, we'll see you soon. Okay.
What is empowerment? What impact does it have on our community? Seeking to understand the mind of an entrepreneur? Let's find out. Hey everybody, how you doing? Welcome to another segment of the 21st Century Entrepreneur. I'm your man, Ronald Smith, DJ Ronnie, the one, the same person. Want to thank y'all so much for joining us. Man, we got a dynamic show today for you, okay? The 21st Century Entrepreneur. And again, if you are an entrepreneur out there and you would like to come on the show, hey, we would love to definitely talk with you and have you on. This show is definitely under the umbrella of the Music Industry Networks. And you can go visit us, musicindustrymakeover.com. Go visit the website and see all the things that we have as we produce shows, as we produce the platforms, and we control the exposure, because that's what we do. All right. So again, advertising and promotions company, and we and God has definitely been blessing us. So go and check us out, musicindustrymakeover.com. Hey, this is the 21st Century Entrepreneurs. We want to say thank you to all our advertisers and sponsors. And if you are interested in wanting to come on, I would love to definitely talk with you. Okay. Hey, we'll be back. So don't go nowhere. Man, I don't care what kind of event it is. As long as Black Sauce is in the building, the food is going to be right. That's what I'm talking about. Order yours today. Yes, definitely want to thank our sponsors as well. And also, I got to give a shout out to, we want to thank Mr. Howard Martell, okay, who has that CBD coffee, man, howardsuperstore.com. Man, he has coffee. He has also a tool, a device to save energy on your light bill and things like that. Yes, go and check him out. Area code 757-647-2886. Man, and also for his, he has a along with coffee, he has some other products as well to help you with sleep anxiety, sleep issues, relieving pain, all of that. Go check out my man Howard at howardsuperstore.com, 757-647-2886. All right. Again, thank you all to all our sponsors and advertisers out there. Right now, man, this is a special 21st Century Entrepreneur. Well, all of them special, but this one right here, hey, man, look, these young ladies were known since they actually even know my government name, Ronald Smith, and man, I've known for over 30 years. Yes, and we are here. These are the dynamic duo, the Wonder Twins. Renee and Roslyn is in the house. What's going on, man? My homegirls from Orlando, man, and we are proud Oak Ridge Pioneer alumnus. Yes.
Yes, we are. Yes.
Hey, ladies, how you doing? Man, you look great.
Thank you. Thank you. We were saying this is a rare opportunity to have two of us at the same time. So, Ronald, you did it. Like, this is history for us doing an interview together. So.
Man, hey, I feel special. I feel honored, and I'm so proud of y'all, and I'm looking forward to talking about your business here. And again, those who are tuning in, if you have any questions, especially we want all the ladies to definitely join in on this, because this is very inspiring. We want to uplift our women that are doing some great things, and here's some great role models for our young girls out there. Okay, so first of all, tell us real quick. So, hey, how's things been going with you all for the last 30 years, man? Hey, it don't matter.
like I said to you, just living the dream. It's amazing that it's been 30 years, and as you reflect back, you realize that every single part of the journey served a major purpose to really put us where we are right now.
Oh, beautiful, beautiful, definitely. And hey, Rosalind, hey, same for you, huh?
Yeah, absolutely. Like I thank God that we are still here. Yeah.
Yes, definitely. Well, I thank God that you're here as well. And we're going to get into we had Rosalind on, who's an author. All right. And how's that book going?
It became a bestseller, so I am officially a best-selling author from Amazon,
Awesome.
and it is going well. Lives are just being changed with the book, and so it's exciting to see how Power of One has had such an impact. Thank you for asking.
Power of One. That's right. Man, and she's doing some great things. You all need to get that. And she is also the co-owner of DPI2.com, right?
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Wow. Well. Before we get into this, for us as you all as sisters, did you ever imagine yourself working together?
Renee.
No. No, we definitely didn't. Rosalind, we both had corporate backgrounds. I've been in entrepreneurship since 2018, but it's funny that we would have this dialogue right now, Ron, because of the fact that we came together post George Floyd to bring together DPI, and we know that we just celebrated, or not celebrated, but remembered his death that took place last year. But we came together. I remember sitting in my bedroom at the foot of my bed, and we had been asked questions just about the racial tension in America, what it meant for our churches, what should churches be doing as a result of it. And so we decided that it was really a great opportunity for us to start a consulting business. And so here we are. So it's beyond what we ever thought that it would be. And so here we are.
Awesome. Wow. Again, this is a consulting business. Now, along with, again, we're going to get into that, but you also, Renee, have a business as well.
Yes, I do. I have an insurance agency. And so I always tell people insurance isn't necessarily the sexiest topic or the sexiest industry that you hear about. But of course, it's something that we all have. And so I have been in the property and casualty. And when I say that, in that space, insurance, you think of your auto insurance, your homeowner's insurance, your small business insurance. So I've been in that space for over 25 years. Corporate America for about 23 or about 22, and then decided that I wanted to go out on my own and start my own insurance agency. And so I've been doing that since 2018.
Wow. So basically between the two of y'all, you'll have, let me make sure my numbers are right, 3 businesses.
Yep.
3 entrepreneurs, you all. 3 businesses. This is wow. An author, insurance agent, and now consulting.
Yes.
Wow.
And as you know, Ronald, we talked about this with the Power of One interview. It's so important to be able to control your narrative as much as possible. And I think once you are a visionary, there's like no going back. Like to be able to kind of work at your own speed and pace and make your own approvals and not have to wait for bureaucratic red tape. It's just incredibly important.
Wow. You said the key thing is controlling your own narrative right there.
Yes.
That's a wonderful feeling.
Yeah.
Oh man, and again, it's not an easy feeling because you have to work, but the fact is you own it, you make the decision, controlling that, and that's what we need. Ownership, guys. Those who are watching, ownership. You entrepreneurs out there, man. Okay, well,
and Ron, let me just say this because most people don't realize this. I'm an agency owner, right? So I am, yes, an insurance agent, but I have a team of individuals that work with me, and only 2%. I always like to share this because someone may have never thought about having a career in insurance, but only 2% of insurance owners or agency owners in the country are African American.
2%.
2%. And of course, you can only imagine of that 2%, how many of us are females.
Wow.
And so it's just, if you are open to just exploring entrepreneurial opportunities, there's so many that are out there, and you just have to take a look and do your due diligence and research.
Wow, man, that is so powerful right there. So, for as you all taking that initial step to to be entrepreneurs, what was that feeling like? Just to jump per se.
Well, I'll start because I'm kind of, the newest one at it. But I want to say, it starts with it for us. It started with God speaking to us. And and listening to his voice and really making sure that we were aligned with his will. And then from there, really spending time for me with an executive coach. That was incredibly important. That really helped me clarify what my strengths were, where I had opportunities. It helped me unpack all the stuff that I had in my mind, because immediately when you have the vision to become an entrepreneur, your mind twirls with all type of visions and what you think your business is going to be. And so having a professional to be able to kind of unlock all of those treasures that were just kind of waiting to just, I mean, it was just like bursting. It was great to have great clarity, to understand how to articulate what the business would be about, the business plan. So there was preparation there to get ready to launch our business.
Beautiful, beautiful. Renee?
Yeah. So and listen, for the person who's sitting in corporate America and you're thinking like, oh man, you know, like I do want to, did you see the light just went off?
Yeah, the light just went off.
Okay, hold on. Okay, there we go. Okay. If I don't move, it'll go off. So for the person who's sitting in corporate America, I would say, you know, always be ready to, if you have an entrepreneurial mindset, take the skills and the talents that you have learned in your corporate America, the training that you have, and be thinking of how can I utilize those skills and transfer them into my own business. And basically that was the reason why I made the jump. Now, I would agree with Rosalind. It was something that God called me to. And that was 10 years ago. It was 10 years before I even got the call to start my business. And so I always tell people, be very clear that this is something that you've been called to, because it is not easy. However, it's very rewarding, but it is something that you've got to be willing to go all in.
And that is key. As you said, something you have to be willing to go all in. Yes, it is very rewarding, but you have to also put in the work.
Yes.
All right. It's not easy street. Okay. It's wow. Let's get into consulting. How did what prompted you all to want to get into consulting?
That's a great question. So when it comes to consultants, Renee and I know that we are born leaders, and in our corporate America experience, we managed large teams. I know I did. I was a manager at one point that had 200 plus in my span of control. So because of that, we really felt that leaders pour so much into their people, into the experience, into everything. And sometimes they just need, tools to help them thrive. So we have a business management consulting firm, and there are two arms. So we have a team of professionals to help with our clients. So we have where we do the diversity, equity, and inclusion. And that is really to come alongside leaders and really understand, how do you make sure that your teams belong? How do you make sure that the teams that you have really feel, I am valued, I am respected, and I am heard? The other side of our business is small business consulting. And this is where we really want to take that entrepreneur from chaos into clarity. And we help that with taking them through activities for mission, values, and also the strategic planning, building out strategic objectives. So we have a full umbrella that is on our website, DPI2, the number 2.com is listed here, that can really show all of the different services that we provide at DPI.
Wow. Yeah, I like you said that from chaos to clarity.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, and I remember when I started my business, Ronald, there's so many things that you're trying to juggle. So I'm trying to hire a team. I'm HR, I'm janitor, I'm, CEO. Then if a team member doesn't show up, I'm sales. And so you have so many hats that you wear when you are an entrepreneur. We just knew that it was something that was needed for entrepreneurs to be able to just have that dialogue and have an opportunity to sit down, reflect on what's gone well, reflect on where they want to go, but also just evaluating, hey, where can we make some changes? What can be done differently? And so it's been a wonderful opportunity for both of us to sow into the lives of small business owners.
Wow. Yeah, man. Well, I might definitely have to utilize y'all services there. And again, I'm not looking for no discount or so, because hey, I want to see y'all win, because I run into that all the time. I tell, especially when it comes to artists, I say, hey, can you can I get the hookup, or can you do such and such? Well, again, if I don't offer it, don't come with your hand out. You know, say, I mean,
Right.
especially Christian businesses, but that's another talk show. But
Yeah, it certainly is.
oh man, yeah, the Lord no, the Lord didn't tell me that. He told you, but God bless you.
Right.
But yeah, wow, that is a very valuable service that especially small businesses need, that because they're juggling a lot of hats. And yeah, you said something earlier about you all for us being leaders back then. Yes, you all, hey, as long as I know you all have definitely been leaders. And I don't know if they say folks were born with that, whatever, but I'm sure that y'all were groomed around people who were leaders in your life. And
Absolutely.
wow.
We attribute our mom for that.
I was about to say that. Yes, I remember your mother, and an awesome woman, and man.
And then also too, I would say, growing up in the church, when we grew up, we were doing Easter speeches and we were doing Christmas speeches, and so you learned very young how to articulate, how to speak in front of a crowd, how to speak in front of a group. A lot of times when we would have meeting, whether it was civic organizations that we were a part of, we had to understand parliamentary procedures, and so all of that grooms you for leadership. And so even for parents that may be watching, get your children involved, because it is a valuable investment of where they are going in the future. And you may not see the benefits of it, the rewards of it right when they're in their teenage years, but man, that investment in your sons and daughters is so vitally important for this next generation.
Come on. Hey, well said. Awesome. Wow. Hey, Rosalind, you want to add to that?
Yeah, I mean that's so good. For the person who is out there and just think, I don't know how I can do this. There are things in your life that have groomed you to be a leader wherever you are. You have the opportunity to have influence wherever you are. And so know that sometimes those things that you're doing, you're like, I hate doing this. We didn't like doing the oratorical contest or doing all the things that our mom put us in. But when God is painting a larger story, you just want to widen the view and realize, okay, this is a part of a full story. And although I might not like this season, it's a part of a fuller story.
Awesome. What is next for DPI? What do you all see in the future for your business?
Oh, wow. Listen, we want to sow into business owners. And before I get to that question, I do want to just, from one business owner to another person that's sitting out there and saying, listen, what do I do? How do I get started? One, we've already talked about, make sure you've been called. Everybody is not called to leadership. Right? If everybody was called to leadership, we wouldn't have followers. So not everybody is called to leadership. So make sure that that's something that you want to do. And depending on what type of business you're wanting to start, make sure that you spend some time with someone who's already in that industry. Before I opened my doors as an entrepreneur, I sat in an insurance agency for 2 years, just learning, understanding how to sell, understanding the products. And so you want to make sure that is something that you do. And in addition to that, you want to have a plan, and I'm not, yes, you need a business plan. I don't want it to be, or think that it has to be something that's so elaborate, but just on paper, what's your vision? What's your mission? Who are you trying to serve? What problem are you trying to solve? And if you're struggling with trying to figure all that out, utilize someone that can help you bring clarity to the chaos of what's going on. So when you ask what's next for DPI, actually what we love to do is conferences or webinars, really events, virtual events. So we had one in the spring of the year called Reimagine, where we brought together all of the individuals that you need when you're first starting a business, from an accountant to an attorney, of course, an insurance agent, a business consultant, and then a marketing professional. Where we're going next is we want Rosin to be able to share her story. And so our next webinar is going to be and it's a free event. I don't even think we've opened up the registration for it yet. But what do we name it, Rosa? How to publish a book?
How to become a published author. It'll be on June 23rd from 12:30 to 1:30 p.m. And you can just keep kind of checking our website. Registration will not open until next week as we get into June. But we love paying it forward. We know that not everyone might be able to kind of build their board of directors with all of the different cast of characters that you need. You need wise counsel. You need the attorney. You need the accountant. Let me tell you, you need a consultant to really be able to understand what is the path for you. And so when we say wise counsel, we ain't talking about your auntie, your cousin, or that's not what we're talking about. We're talking about wise counsel. And so I echo Renee's sentiments of what you need. And if someone has said something to you, don't allow your dream to die on the asphalt of someone else's opinion. When God called you to do something, it was not a conference call. He told you. So walk in what God told you to do.
Wow. Hey, they are dropping knowledge here for all you future entrepreneurs out there. Man, I love it. I love it. Lastly, I mean, you all pretty much kind of said it, but just to reiterate, so someone that's watching, whether male or female, so what advice would you give them again to being an entrepreneur or just in life in general?
That's good.
Yeah. Well, first, like I said, you got to pray. Right. You just got to pray, and you've got to ask God for godly wisdom as you go down each step. It's a process. You know, Rosin kind of gave a glimpse of it's a process. It's a broad story that's being written. I got my call to be in entrepreneurship 10 years before I opened my doors. There was a lot of failure before. There were, oh my goodness, so many missteps, studying for licensing, not passing my licensing exam, having to go back. There's a journey. Be patient. Trust the process and make sure you seek wise counsel. If you want to be in the insurance industry, if you want to be in the marketing industry, spend time with someone who has done that. Is my advice. You've got to spend time with someone who is doing it right now. A CEO, someone who's already walked down what it is to be an entrepreneur. It's so important.
Definitely. Wow, because I remember when I started in radio, shout outs to Willie Clark back in the day. You know, I sat up under him, and I just served. The next thing you know, I'm running the board. I'm doing this because I was more of an introvert back in the day. You know, being in high school, and now folks will see me behind the microphone. But again, it's about that confidence, and I know a lot of folks dealt with that imposter syndrome, and so I'm just like, you know what, that will definitely keep you back. So move forward to what God has called you all to do. Yes. Hey, man, hey guys, hey, for those, make sure you go to this website. If you're a business owner out there, go to this website. All right, man, these are awesome ladies. They will help you and steer you in the right direction. Man, I definitely put my stamp of approval on them. Wow, ladies, hey, this is a blessing. And again, it's definitely good seeing you all after 30 years or so. But actually, I saw you at the reunion. What 10 or 12 years ago?
Exactly.
Yes. Yeah. It was
20th, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Right. Hey, so all you pioneers out there, hey, we are doing it. Yes, Orlando, Florida, Oak Ridge High School, the best in Orange County. So hey, yes, hey, I said it, and I'll always say it. So even though I hated that we lost to Jones High School, but it is what it is. Man, my last year, oh wow,
all love,
right?
Absolutely.
Man, well, again, thank you, ladies, so much for being on. Much blessings to you all and your families, and I see great things happening for you all. Again, this is 21st Century Entrepreneur. If you're an entrepreneur, make sure you definitely get in contact with us and get in contact with these ladies right there. Go visit the website. There it is. All right. Because we all need a team. Make them a part of your team. Okay. Mm-hmm. Yes. I know the song Vicky Winers, as long as I got King Jesus, I don't need nobody else. Well, that sounds good, but that's not reality. Okay. Hey, God puts people in our lives for a reason. So get the professional help. All right. Hey, we will see you again for another segment of the 21st Century Entrepreneur. Remember, you matter in the kingdom of God, so don't compare yourself or your ministry to anyone else out there. Just do what God's called you to do, and you'll be just fine. We'll see you. God bless.
Okay, have a good one, okay? We'll see you soon, okay?
What is empowerment? What impact does it have on our community? Seeking to understand the mind of an entrepreneur? Let's find out.